The algorithm has spoken. The winning predictions are confirmed as they race towards the finish line.
Welcome to C.R.I, your trusted source for professional handicapping at Caymanas Park. I'm Ned Gunter, bringing you clear, data-driven race analysis built for punters who want to bet smarter, not guess. Let's break down Sunday, February 8, 2026. Sunday's 9-race card features the LLOYD LINDBERGH LINDY DELAPENHA Memorial Trophy, an overnight allowance worth $1.25 million, plus the MERCURY Sprint for maiden 3-year-old cones and geldings worth $1.05 million, and a restricted allowance 2 worth $1.1 million in race 7. Big money Sunday. 3 horses rated at 98% today. That's the highest the model goes. Emperor of the Cats in race 3, Sudden Flight in race 6, and Barnaby in race 8. Let's find your Sunday winners. Race number 1, 5.5 furlongs, restricted allowance 5, 5-year-old and up, non-winners of 2. We open at 5.5 furlongs, 10 runners in a restricted allowance 5 field, and we have 2 expert ticks. Belisa Gris leads at 77.6%. The Lisa Gris from Post 7 is the expert pick at 77.6%. Richie Shakes for Patrick Lynch was 3-2 prominent for 5 furlongs before finishing 3 lengths fourth to Racola. Coming back thritter, the morning line at 9-5 reflects the confidence. Captain Fantastic from Post 2 is the second expert pick at 75.9%. Philip Parchment for Michael Marlowe was 6-1, led 2 furlongs out and finished a short head second to Racola. Fresh and Fit, the morning line at 8-5 actually makes him the slight market favourite. Parchment from Post 2 gives 8 good position early. Noble Monarch at 72.3% from Post 8 is the strong contender. Omar Walker for Dan Clark was 2-1 chase for 4 furlongs before finishing 7 lengths fifth to Ballistic Missile. Different league last time. Walker dropping back to this class adds interest. Share de jour at 25.9% from Post 10 with Dane Dawkins for Lewis Richards was the favourite, run evenly before finishing 2 lengths fourth to Ruby's Light back in October. Long layoff since. The wide draw from Post 10 is a concern. Secret Mission at 20.5% from Post 5 with Javanil Pattison for Patrick Taylor rounds out the selections. Was 23-1, run evenly before finishing 5 lengths third to T. Brady last October. Outsider at 45-1 on the morning line. 2 expert picks, Belisa Gree at 77.6% and Captain Fantastic at 75.9%. Both chased Racola last time. Captain Fantastic was closer at the wire, but the peer and box the exacta. C.R.I selection, Belisa Gree to win, exacta box Belisa Gree, and Captain Fantastic trifecta at Noble Monarch. Race number 2, 5 furlong straight, the Mercury Sprint, maiden special weight, 3-year-old colts and geldings. The Mercury Sprint, $1.05 million, 5 furlongs on the straight for maiden 3-year-old colts and geldings. 5 runners, and we have 2 expert ticks. Blightwood leads at 72.6%. Blightwood from Post 1 is the first expert pick at 72.6%. Demar Williams for Anthony Nunes was 13-1 prominent 2 furlongs out before finishing 8 lengths fifth to Dash All Day. That was against Open Company last time. Drops into a maiden sprint with the Nunes factor and the rail draw on the straight course. Huge advantage. The morning line at 4-5 says it all. What a Gone from Post 5 is the second expert pick at 71.6%. Tajesiku for Christopher Peer. Chased in the final 2 furlongs before finishing 6 lengths. Second to Dreamcatcher. Showed promise in that debut effort. Suku aboard adds the capability. El Capitan at 55.7% from Post 3 with Linton Stedman for Alfred Brown. A successful native colt making his debut. Report suggests he may be well forward. The Born in Line at 5-2 shows respect for the newcomer. Barbecue at 31.1% from post 4 with Tevin Foster for Anthony Smith. A bird identity cold making his debut. Good sort showing ability in the mornings. Foster aboard. Any debutant commands attention. So Lucky Am I at 15.1% from post 2 with Debito RV for Ian Roberts. A successful native colt making his debut. Likely to need the run. Long shot at 10-1. Name stakes with 1.05 million on the line. Blythewood has the rail draw advantage on the straight course. That's massive. Wataguan showed the most in competition. 3 debutants add uncertainty. Box the top 2 in the exacta. C.R.I. selection, Blythewood to win, exacta box Blythewood and Wataguan. Trifecta, add El Capitan and Barbecue. Race number 3, 5 furlong straight, claiming 3-year-old and up. Claiming race at 5 furlongs on the straight, 7 runners and Emperor of the Cats is rated at 98%. That's as high as the model goes. First of our 3 98% plays today. Emperor of the Cats from post 4 is the expert tick at 98%. Every Clonis for O'Neill Markland was 4-1 chase for 5 furlongs before finishing a game 1 length 4th to Ridgeliner. Keyword, game. This horse was running on at the finish. Drops to a claiming level today, and the model loves the move. Morning line at 3-2 confirms. Fly Blue Jet from the USA from post 7 is the strong contender at 93%. Dane Dawkins for Peter John Passard led and went clear in the final 2 furlongs to beat Midnight Galaxy by 4 lengths. That's dominant front run in form. Dawkins and Passard are always dangerous, but post 7 on the straight is the widest draw here. Kem at 60.5% from post 1 with Emilia McLeod for Henry Harrison was 9-2, run evenly before finishing 3 lengths 4th to Rani Bangala in December. The rail draw is a bit advantage at 5 furlongs straight. Sipping on Sunshine at 49.4% from post 5 with Conrad Ellis for Winston Morris was 8-1, led and went clear 1 furlong out to beat Battle Angel by 1 length. Coming off a win and fit, the morning line at 10-1 looks generous. Catawba at 41.4% from post 2 with Devon Williams for Everald Francis rounds out the selections, was 6-1, prominent for 5 furlongs before finishing 2 lengths 4th to Generational, fit and well drawn from post 2. 98% Emperor of the Cats is the first of our 3 model ceiling picks today. Fly Blue Jet at 93% is a serious danger, both rated above 90%. This is a strong pick, but respect the runner-up. C.R.I. selection, Emperor of the Cats to win. Strong pick, exacta, Emperor of the Cats over Fly Blue Jet, trifecta at Kem and Sipping on Sunshine. Race number 4, 8 furlongs, restricted allowance 5, 4-year-old and up, non-winners of 2. 8 furlongs, 8 runners in a restricted allowance 5 field. And we have 2 expert picks from the same barn. Anthony Nunes saddled both Chew Blue and Papi Uso, the top 2 picks. Chew Blue from post 7 is the first expert picked at 74.7%. Tajri Suku for Anthony Nunes was 7-1, held up and run on late to finish a neck second to Roman Lady. That late closing run suggests 8 furlongs is the right trip. Saku timed the run well last time. Papi Uso from post 2 is the second expert pick at 73.1%. Jabberneil Parkinson for Anthony Nunes was 9-2, outsped early before finishing 12 lengths 3rd to Prodigious Power. That was against a 98% horse. Drops back to restricted allowance level today, a massive class relief. Partisan from post 2 gives tactical options. Legal Fight at 67.1% from post 5 with Siobhan Townsend for Patrick Lynch was 46-1, ran evenly for 7 furlongs before finishing 4 lengths 3rd to Cut Out. Fit and the morning line at 9-5 actually makes this horse the market favourite. Interesting split between the model and the market. Bedison at 55.8% from post 6 with Roger Lewitt for Byron Davis. Finish 3 lengths 4th to Big Puss and 6 lengths 3rd to Joyful Surprise. Consistent placer at this level. Midnight Runner at 52.5% from post 4 with Tyrese Anderson for Adrian Prince. Rounds out the selections. Was 3-2 favourite outrun before finishing 10 lengths 4th to Thousand Treasures. Disappointed last time, but the morning line at 7-2 suggests the market still believes. Nunes saddles the top 2. True Blue, and Papi Uso. When Nunes sends 2 in a restricted allowance, pay attention. Legal Fight at 9 to 5 on the morning line is the public speak. This is a 3-horse race. C.R.I. selection, True Blue to win. Exacta True Blue over Papi Uso, trifecta at Legal Fight, and Benison. Race number 5, 6 furlongs, maiden condition race, 4-year-old and up fillies and mares. Maidens at 6 furlongs, 11 runners, fillies and mares. And reportable offence leads the way at 76.1%. Reportable offence from post 10 is the expert tick at 76.1%. Richie Shakes for Stephen Todd was the favourite last out. Slow start before finishing 3 lengths third to Total Velocity. Coming back fitter, the morning line at 3 to 5 makes her the clear market leader. Shakes needs a cleaner break this time. The slow start passed her. Brilliant Mind at 39.3% from post 2 with Ryan Lewis for Horad Aiden was 8 to 1 prominent for 5 furlongs before finishing 6 lengths, 4th to Total Velocity. Both chased the same horse last time, well drawn from post 2. Attila at 37.8% from post 9 with Tevin Foster for Fitznaham Williams. Outrun in the final 2 furlongs before finishing 14 lengths third to last possession. Needs significant improvement, but Foster aboard is always a plus. Life is Light at 33.8% from post 4 with Anthony Allen for Gary Griffiths was 9 to 1, prominent for 5 furlongs before finishing 7 lengths third to Your My Sweetie. The morning line at 4 to 1 shows respect. Bad Tanisha at 10.9% from post 3 with Christopher Mamdine for Robert French rounds out the selections. Was 2 to 1 favourite, chased 2 furlongs out before finishing 5 lengths third to Dark Swan. Disappointing at the favourite, but the morning line at 6 to 1 still gives her some regard. Reportable offence at 76.1%. Clear daylight to the rest. A big gap between the top tick and the second selection. If Shakes get her away cleanly, she should handle these. Maiden race, watch for improvement from any runner. C.R.I. selection, reportable offence to win. Exacta reportable offence over Brilliant Mind, trifecta at Attila, and Life is Light. Race number 6, 4 furlongs straight. Optional claiming, 5-year-old and up, non-winners of 2. 4 furlongs on the straight, 16 runners, the largest field on the card. And Sudden Flight is rated at 98%. Second of our 3 98% plays today, but there is a major draw concern. Sudden Flight from post 16 is the expert tick at 98%. Javani Partison for Dan Clark was 3 to 5 led and went clear in the final 2 furlongs to beat Blinding Light by 9 lengths. 9 lengths, that's a demolition. The form is overwhelming, but post 16, the widest draw in a 16-horse field at 4 furlongs straight. That is a serious negative. On the straight course, the rail is goal. The question is whether 9 lengths of superiority can overcome the widest draw possible. Big Guy in the Sky at 72% from post 15 with Tevin Foster for Joseph Thomas was 9 to 5, 4 lengths second to Sudden Flight. In November, fresh now, but also drawn wide from post 15, the same draw problem as the top pick. Pip at 65.8% from post 12 with Shane Richardson for Ricardo Brown was 4 to 1, challenge 1 furlong out before finishing 4 lengths fourth to Nothing But Trouble. Slightly better draw than the top 2, but still outside. Storm Boy at 45.7% from post 9 with Philip Parchment for Courtney Williams. Finished 6 lengths fourth to Shine For Me and 9 lengths fourth to Miss Linton. Moderate form, but a better draw than the favourites. Steen at 36.4% from post 10 with Richard Henry for Oral Aiden rounds out the selections. Was 7 to 2 slow into stride behind early before finishing 5 lengths third to Shine For Me. Needs a better break. 98% Sudden Flight won by 9 lengths. That margin is exceptional, but post 16 is the widest draw in a 16-horse field on the straight course. This is a strong pick based on sheer ability, but the draw adds risk. If you're looking for a saver, Pip from post 12 or Storm Boy from post 9 get better runs. C.R.I. selection, Sudden Flight to win, strong pick Exacta, Sudden Flight over Big Guy in the Sky, trifecta at Pip and Storm Boy. Race number 7, 5.5 furlongs, restricted allowance 2, 3-year-old, non-winners of 2. Restricted allowance 2 at 5.5 furlongs, $1.1 million, a quality 6-horse field of 3-year-olds. And Dashal Day leads at 78.9%. Dashal Day from Post 1 is the expert tick at 78.9%. Radish Roman for Anthony Nunes was 9-1, prominent throughout, led 1 furlong out and beat Exceeding Beyond. That was a gritty performance at a big price. Roman from the rail for Nunes in a $1 million 3-year-old race. That combination is lethal. Any Means from the USA at Post 2 at 57.2%. Shane Ellis for Michael Marlowe was 12-1, prominent throughout, led 1 furlong out before finishing a half length. Second to Fernando, showed genuine ability. The morning line at 6-5 actually makes this horse the favorite over Dashal Day. The market clearly respect the USA import, but the C.R.I. model rates Dashal Day higher at 78.9% versus 57.2%. Mulligan Man from the USA at 38.1% from Post 3 with Dane Dawkins for Saclane Roman was 6-5 favorite last out, chased for 5 furlongs before finishing 2 lengths third to Dashal Day. Lost to our top pick last time and was the beaten favorite. Fit and Dawkins aboard adds danger. Unbelievable Power from the USA at 33% from Post 4 with Ian Spence for Anthony Nunes. And Accelerate Philly making her debut, likely to benefit from racing. Nunes Sable 2 here, Dashal Day and this debutant. One Brown from the USA at 2% from Post 6 with Omar Simso for Michael Marlowe was 22-1, well outsped before finishing 17 lengths. 7th to Dashal Day. Outsider. Small quality field. Dashal Day beat Mulligan Man last time and as the rail draw. Any Means is the morning line favorite, but the model favors Dashal Day. Nunes versus Marlowe at the top of the market. Big race. C.R.I. selection Dashal Day to win. Exacta Dashal Day over Any Means. Trifecta add Mulligan Man. Race number 8, 8 furlongs, the LLOYD, LINDBERGH, LINDY, DELAPENHA Memorial Trophy, overnight allowance, 3-year-old and up. The future race, the LLOYD, LINDBERGH, LINDY, DELAPENHA Memorial Trophy, $1.25 million, 8 furlongs, 7 runners, and Barnaby from the USA is rated at 98%, the third and final 98% pick of the day. Barnaby from the USA from Post 2 is the expert pick at 98%. Radish Roman for Anthony Nunes won the Ian Levy Buck in April before finishing 6 lengths fourth to Gervano in August. That Gervano race was top-class company. Drops Buck to overnight allowance today. Roman and Nunes in a trophy race at 1-5 on the morning line. Mark My Identity at 90.3% from Post 3 is the strong contender. Dane Dawkins for Byron Davis was the favorite, prominent for 7 furlongs before finishing 2 lengths third to Oil Machine. Coming back fitter at 90.3%, the model rates him very highly despite the gap to Barnaby. Dawkins is a big race rider. Brenda Boy at 73.5% from Post 1 with Robert Aladdin for Jason DaCosta was 5-2 held up before making a late run to finish 2 lengths third to Oil Machine. Both E and Mark My Identity chased Oil Machine last time. Aladdin and DaCosta from the rail is always a combination to respect. Neo Star at 42.6% from Post 6 with Javanita Parkinson for Anthony Nunes was 23-1, challenged 2 furlongs out before finishing 8 lengths, 5th to Digital 1. Nunes saddled 2 here, Barnaby and Neo Star. The second string is Unfancied at 6-1. Strike Smart at 18.2% from Post 7 with Emilio McLean for Fitzgerald Richards runs out the long shots. Was 4-1, run evenly before finishing 3 lengths fourth to James. 98% unanimous 1-5 morning line. Barnaby from the USA is the banker of the card. Roman and Nunes in the feature trophy race. My Identity at 90.3% is the only realistic danger. This is as close to a certainty as the model produces. C.R.I. selection Barnaby to win. Strong pick Exacta Barnaby over Mark My Identity. Trifecta at Brenda Boy and Mia Star. Race 9, 7 furlongs, optional claimant 6-year-old and up We close at 7 furlongs, 14 runners in an optional claiming field, and we have 2 expert picks separated by just 0.5%. This is a competitive closer. High Diplomacy from pole 7 is the expert pick at 79%. Robert Aladdin for Jason DaCosta was 7-2, chased for 6 furlongs before finishing 5 lengths second to Tigre Express. Aladdin and DaCosta closing the card. Always dangerous. Tiger Amidat from the USA from post 11 is the second expert pick at 78.5%. Bebito Harvey for O'Neill Markland was 1-5, aired up before leading in the final furlong to beat Last Dance, coming off a win as the heavy favourite. Fresh today, the morning line at 2-1 matches High Diplomacy. The market sees these two as co-favourites. C.R.I at 33.6% from post 10 with Philip Parchment for Donovan Plummer was 19-1, chased early before finishing 14 lengths fourth to Whiskey, coming back fitter but a big gap to the top 2. Bernard the Quick at 31.6% from post 6 with Ryan Lewis for Oral Hayden, reared at the start before finishing 10 lengths 7th to the Hot Dancer. Needs a clean break this time. The morning line at 7-2, subjects ability when things go right. Millennium Star at 18.1% from post 3 with Anthony Fraser for Courtney Williams rounds out the selections, was 22-1, run evenly before finishing 3 lengths third to Rum With Me. Long Shot at 12-1. 2 expert picks, High Diplomacy at 79% and Tiger Amidat at 78.5%. Half 8% separates them. High Diplomacy was chasing a 98% horse last time. That form reads best. Tiger Amidat won as heavy favourite. Box these two to close the card. C.R.I selection, High Diplomacy to win, Exacta box, High Diplomacy and Tiger Amidat. Trifecta at C.R.I and Bernard the Quick. That concludes your Caymanas Race Intelligence Breakdown for Sunday, February 8, 2026. Key takeaways: race number 8, the Lloyd LINDBERGH Lindy DELAPENHA Memorial Trophy. Barnaby from the USA at 98%. Radish Roman for I'm known as 1-5 morning line, the banker of the entire card. Race number 3, Emperor of the Cats at 98%. Everett Clunas for O'Neill Markland. Fly Blue Jet at 93% is right behind, both above 90%. Race number 6, Sudden Flight at 98%, 9 length winner last time, but post 16 is the widest draw in a 16 hours field at 4 furlongs straight. The ability is undeniable, the draw is the risk. Race number 7, Dash All Day at 78.9%, Roman and Nunes from the rail. Any Means is the morning light favourite, but C.R.I model disagrees. $1.1 million on the line. Race number 4, Nunes saddle the top 2, Chu Blue and Papi Uso. Race number 9, 2 expert picks separated by 0.5%, High Diplomacy and Tiger Amidat. Best bets, Barnaby in race 8, 98%, unanimous, feature trophy race, bunker bet. Emperor of the Cats in race 3, 98%, drops in class, game form. Sudden Flight in race 6, 98%, 9 length winner, draw concern from post 16. Dash All Day in race 7, 78.9%, rail draw, Roman and Nunes. Multi-race strategy, 3 horses at 98% today. Lose Barnaby in race 8 as your primary anchor. Key, Emperor of the Cats in race 3 and Sudden Flight in race 6 as your secondary anchors. Noting the draw concern for Sudden Flight from post 16. Box the dual expert ticks in race 1, 2, race 4 and race 9 for exacta value. The feature, the Lloyd LINDBERGH Lindy DELAPENHA Memorial Trophy, is the strongest thing to play on the card. This is a loaded Sunday card, 3 horses at the market ceiling. Play smart and let the data guide you. If this helps your betting, hit the subscribe button, drop your picks in the comments. Good luck. See you at Caymanas Park.